What's up, guys? Vince right here. I don't really plan on making this week's breaks, but since I'm a bit loopy, might as well. Also, I have these weird. I just got a retighten of on my braces, and it sucks. It's hell. I hate it. I put these stupid bumpers on my freaking. If you know what they are, just type it, Google it, or whatever in terms of braces. And yeah, this sucks, man. How am I supposed to make any videos right now with these things? I can't even close my teeth. Anyways, but yeah, I'm gonna sound like this the whole time. Okay, I hate this. Glad that I'm not freaking have any views or anything like that on this channel. So, but now I have to think about the other channels because they have views and they're gonna hear me like, Vince, why do you sound like you're chopping on barbed wire? Welcome back to this week's breaks. This one is gonna be involving a couple events here and there. I actually rewatched a couple of stuff from Break Forward DK, and let me tell you, they have like the best crowd. Like, I think I was like watching some of the prelim slash qualifiers stuff before the semifinals or the main event. And man, the crowd is, I think, one of the best. You don't see a lot of that. I was checking out like the one, some qualifier between Grimson and also Peanut. And yeah, the crowd was hype. I think Grimson still has it. I mean, even like I haven't seen him in a while, and even though, like, I don't know, to me, at least from what I've seen in the scene, he hasn't been consistent, but he knows how to pull it off. Of just like any event that he goes around with the explosions and everything like that, bro's killing it. And yeah, I did see a couple of stuff here and there, especially with, I didn't know Castet in San Andrea was also there as well. There's something about Castet. Like, she still brings it, especially with all the travels and everything. I don't know where she at. She could be anywhere. It's like her confidence just sort of flourishes the whole entire event. Like, that's what I get that vibe from. And San Andrea was basic. I to be honest, when I was seeing her battling against Roxrite, and Roxrite was collabing with this young individual, I don't know why or how that happened. I'm like, snap, I wish I was collabing with Roxrite. I have to be really good to match up with him, but like, who is this other kid? Dejiva, I think his name is, but yeah, Roxrite, I mean, pretty much San Andrea is almost like a female Roxrite the way I see it. I guess that's a compliment for some people, but my compliments sound like this. Okay? I swear, this is what I sound like. And I wasn't even supposed to talk or anything like that, but I get this weird feeling that I'm gonna sound like this for the longest time, and it's gonna suck. It's gonna suck. Okay, I don't know what to do. But anyways, moving on. Spicy Jam in France. This one is, I've seen this before. I usually see like certain French events, but I guess they have their usual event in this little freaking gazebo or something like that. I don't know what that's about, but of course in France, and also there was a call out battle. It was like two b-boys that were not satisfied and calling out the judges, and this happens to be another sickest moment in breaking history. Like, Ludo is something else. I never really heard about the guy. I heard about, Fantastic Armada a long time ago. And I mean, this is the only first time that I discovered Ludo. But Ludo, his energy and everything, he was the first one to battle, not the first one to go, but after the other opponents, he really killed it at this call out. And if you look at his Instagram, it's usually stuff in the freaking training room or like some UFC gym or something like that. But he did this head slide that was perfectly synced with the musicality, and that was just it. Just that alone, like his attitude and everything, like he reminds me of Lil Kev in a sense. And like his power and the way that all the crowd gathered after that move, it was insane. Literally the whole gazebo went crazy. This guy is insane. And also Komeng and Fabu did also, they did pretty good as well. But man, the highlight had to be from Ludo. That was crazy. That has to be the best call out judges battle pretty much for the longest time right now. That's what it felt like. That has to be one of the best ones. That's how you battle. That's that real energy that they have. And there's something about France when it comes to that energy. The same thing I saw the BC1 France finals with Ilias and D12. Like, I also got that same vibe as well. France is, when it comes to energy, they're just killing it. They're just killing it. And also, of course, I saw Bastos as well in some of these battles. It's always him that I kind of see. He's kind of like, it's a, I don't know, like a member from Melting Force, I believe. When it comes to Asian B-boys from France, it always seems kind of interesting, especially, Vietnamese B-boys. Speaking of Vietnamese B-boys, let me tell you, Fido Crew is killing it out there. There was like a, I think qualifier for World Breaking Classic or something like that Vietnam or Malaysia put down. I don't know. But I know that Fido Crew was in there because I could tell from one of the members being B4, I believe his name is, and going at this other crew. And yeah, that was a sick battle. But I mean, two of them were, basically this is like a duo that I think they're friends with each other or something like that. You can see like the camaraderie in all of this, how they get along. But when it comes to Fido Crew, they were killing it here in France as well. I still remember some of the battles, and those were kind of my favorites, especially when they were at Battle de Vux, which is also another event that I want to talk about. This is another event that pretty much I kind of missed, and Lilu put out there. I didn't really see. I don't know. I do remember maybe seeing the finals, but I do know that Fido Crew was in there. Some Russian b-boys like Tiger and Gekkon, which are killing it out there, were also there. Some kid b-boys and b-girls, some other French natives. Man, there's some others there that I couldn't really pull out in terms of names at the moment, but Lulu always kills it with these events or something. But yeah, shout out to Lilu and Off-Street for Battle de Vux. I didn't really see the whole venue. So I am looking forward to see more of the battles. But yeah, Gekkon. Another b-boy that is also killing it as well. Pretty much I saw Crash Fest, the YouTube channel, and because Tofik was hosting this channel and basically doing a small interview with Gekkon, which there was a part of me where I was kind of worried. I don't know how it is when it comes to Russians in terms of their skills with English. Then again, I did remember seeing a younger b-boy Gun a long time ago, and his English was very surprisingly, okay. Was pretty. I think when it comes to Russians, they don't have any problem speaking English, at least from what I've been seeing. Like any Russian b-boy that I've been seeing for the longest time, even with Costo. If Top Nine's Costo, whenever he speaks English, he looks like he just hates it. But he kind of does it very well, even though it is a bit hard for him because that's not his, native language. He kind of does it well. So even though, when I see Russians, struggling to speak English, they kind of do it pretty well from the looks of it. And Gekkon also, as especially being young, he seems to be good with, his speaking skills. I don't know what it is. There's something just off-putting that the way he looks. I don't know. That's just me. That's just a personal, look of things. But when it comes down to his power and everything, it also, he's just top quality. But also, weird to look at. I don't know if that makes sense or anything. I feel like I'm bashing Gekkon. I'm sorry, Gekkon, okay? He does power moves of all sorts, and for some reason he can still catch a jackhammer. How is that possible? I don't know, his power and everything, but when he looks like he's battling, it just doesn't look right. I think I say the same thing for some kids from Europe. the same thing with Lotus, Kid Mario, and all of them. Just doesn't look right if they're trying to smoke anyone. And I know that's how it is in the game of breaking, but man, it's just sometimes I'm like, I don't know. I think I say that for most power b-boys in general. I'm like, it doesn't seem right when they, are smoking or burning or something like that. And I do see that often with Gekkon. But even though he talks a bit here and there and makes fun, that's something that I do notice, okay? He's kind of good with that. But when it comes to battling, especially alongside with Tiger, they're just like animals, okay? I mean, but it's funny because I saw the interview and Tophic said, "Oh, your first time in a tour in Europe or something." I'm like, "Isn't Russia part of Europe?" I don't. It's like me saying like, "Oh, first tour from America." I'm like, "Bro, I'm from California. What are you talking about?" Anyways, or sorry, like first tour in America. I said first tour from America. What is wrong with me? Next up, I guess we'll go back to World Breaking Classic because for whatever reason, Italy decided to do a World Breaking Classic with crews? Question mark. I thought it was like 2v2s, that type of stuff. Isn't that what WBC is known for? Like the 2v2s, and we just threw this freaking crew battle in. Like, it's stuff that I've seen. It's, according from Lotta Boys, their Instagram channel, that, yeah, I see most of the battles from Lotta Boys, when they're battling crews. They started, like, during the semifinals. I don't know what that's about. I don't know if there was an intermission before, like, I don't even know if there was, like, a qualifiers before the semifinals. Like, what's up with the organization with this event? Okay, it's very strange because they literally just show the semis and finals. But, I mean, of course, that's what most B-Boy channels do. But they kind of, like, it was empty before getting into the semis of Lotta Boys versus, I believe, Taco 12, which is mostly B-girls, top B-girls in Italy. And, yeah, people appeared just, like, out of nowhere. It's just... But it was like empty before in the beginning of the video. It's kind of strange. Like, usually people are already settled in when the event starts. But yeah, I've seen the battle, especially the finals, Lotta Boys versus Gimmicks. I mean, yeah, I don't even know what to think about this. World B-Boy Classics, like, confuses me sometimes. Then again, I don't know if this is World B-Boy Classic. It could be some collab with them or some sorts. I could be wrong. Anyways, time to talk about BC1 Poland. And when I say talk about, I mean barely talk about anything because I don't know. I'm just letting you know it freaking happened. So there you go. BC1 Poland. It's just that when I see their style, and I feel like this is different from Russia. Russia's not a diverse country for obvious reasons, right? But for some reason, most of their B-boys and B-girls are very colorful. When it comes to seeing Poland, I wouldn't say that they're not colorful. They're very hip-hop oriented. Right now, they're very loopy, especially with the trend that Uyghur or some of the folks from Cool Kids Mob or Crate of Wax, like what they put out there in terms of like, like power moves and freezes and, just crazy freezes and stuff like that. They're bringing that trend. I think that's pretty much due to Uyghur's crew, which is Cool Kids Mob. But I don't know. I just see sort of repeats. I sort of see, copy paste here and there when it comes to seeing especially the newer B-boys that I never heard of from Poland. So I don't know. It's just that, like, I still will never forget that Po1, he basically praises or talks all, especially in the past, high mighty about Poland, about how amazing this place is and in terms of breaking and how basically their struggle, I think, like, I don't know what's the struggle in Poland. I've never been there, but, what they go through is like, the roughness and how it creates within their breaking. Now, I don't know if that's true right now because this was like somewhat of a quote from Po1 like a decade ago or decades ago. But other than that, Yeah, Poland was okay, I guess. I don't freaking know. I probably have to finish the footage and to see the full length of it, but I don't even know what to finish on. I just gotta be real. Anyways, yeah, and also Jenny, K-pop Jenny, just happened to brought a breakbeat. This was something I wasn't really thinking of actually putting in this, but I might as well. There's this song called Enoch Light. It's a well-known, like you know, like the song Hijack from Enoch Light. Ooh, hijack. And for some reason, Jenny from Blackpink used that same song in her music. I don't know if she gave credit. I don't know what is that like, but I just noticed that. I'm like, oh wait, that was a breakbeat, and you just decided to make it K-pop oriented or something. I don't know. I don't have anything bad to say about K-pop. Like I'm about to go to one, a K-pop event, or at least a K-pop slash sneaker event. That's something for my main channel, but it's kind of like, where is this coming from? I usually criticize pop culture with this one, and this is one of the instances, I guess. I'm out. That's all for me. One love and a peace. God bless. Yeah, this week's breaks. A peace.